The theme of our presentation is effective communication. First of all, let's talk about the definition from scholar. The first one is from Sharma. Effective communication is an interpersonal process in which verbal symbols such as words, sentences, and nonverbal symbols such as body postures, facial gestures are shared and understood by people. The second one is effective communication is 20% what you know and 80% how you feel about what you know. In the other words, it means that effective communication is what you say and how you say to others. And effective communication is a process of exchanging ideas, thoughts, knowledge, and information. It is presentation of views by sender in a way best understood by the receiver. In these three definitions, we can see that effective communication is not only include what we share with others, but also what the method share with others to make the receiver best understood our message. And here is the definition from GroupMates. The first one is effective communication can make sure people can receive your message correctly and make response after knowing people's mood and emotion. You need to use correct and clear words in communication, and it can achieve the goal, and people enjoy the communication period. The people I want to share is Barack Obama. Here is the background information of Obama. The first one is he graduates from Columbia University in city of New York. Then he entered Harvard Law School in 1988. He was elected to the Illinois Senate in 1997. He became President of the United States in 2008 and received Nobel Peace Prize in 2009. Here is the story of Obama. It is a speech in Democracy National Convention in 2004. And here is a video I want to share with you about the story.
Obama in 2004 was totally unknown. People were saying, I don't know who this guy is. I wonder why they picked him.
He had this reputation as a bit of an upstart, as sort of a young, rising figure in the party, but no one knew who this guy was. This was his chance to introduce himself to people.
So we can know that this speech for Obama is very important for him to introduce himself and make him become famous and more people to know him. And I want to share the performance of Obama in this speech.
Well, I say to them tonight, there is not a liberal America and a conservative America. There is the United States of America.
So we can see that Obama say there is no a liberal America, a conservative America, there's a United States of America. He used the rhetorical devices to share his point and also use gesture and keep smiling face in his speech. And here is some important qualities of effective communication from Obama. The first one is humor. For Obama, he always used humorous sentence to express his ideas. He is also good at using story to share some ideas for people. After the speech, Obama became very famous and more people like him because Obama can use speech to break down barriers such as his race and age. He can also build up bridge with all Americans and persuade and inspire people, and he can also win the hearts and minds of listeners and secure their loyalty and passionate support. There is some characteristic of effective communication. In summary, I think this characteristic can be found in Obama's speech. Let's look at the picture from Pachi. Clear, correct, complete, and precise message is important characteristic of effective communication, and reliability also. I think Obama is a person with reliability because his reputation is nice, and he also get many awards and do many meaningful and good things for America. And the next one is consideration of recipients. We have to consider what audience want to listen and also what is the best way for the listener to accept the message. Take a special example. If your audience is a people that cannot hear anything, you cannot just talk to them. You have to use video or gesture or another special way to share your message for them. So consideration of recipient is very important, and Obama also did quite well at that time in the speech because at that time, the audience want to know the reasons why they need to choose Obama. So in the speech, Obama usually use some strong tone and firm tone to express his idea and say what he want America become. And the last one is Sanders' courtesy. And in the beginning of Obama, he showed the respect for the audience and said thank you for the audience also. So this is why we choose Obama as a people to talk about. And this is reasons why Obama's speech is always inspired. And now I will hand over to Sunny to talk about the module about the leader demonstrate.
So let's talk about the model of the leader demonstrated in Obama's speech. The communication model, which was used by himself, is called the transactional model. And naturally, he had showed the advantage of this model. In the following session, I'm going to explain and explore the details of this model. First, what is transactional model? Transactional model is one of the communication models. In this model, the message between sender and receiver will always exchange, where people can send and return the message. It's assumed that the communications are independent and under the control by themselves. The continuous process of the communication is always changing by the elements of people, the environment, and the medium used. In the transactional model, both sender and receiver are necessary for keeping the communication to continuous. The communicators are always independent on each other. Therefore, the transactional communication is not possible if the receiver is not listening to the sender. Okay, you may want to have the information about the more specific meaning of the transactional model. So I'm going to introduce the samples of transactional model in daily life. The transactional model not only can be found in celebrity speech, such as TikTok. It also included face-to-face meeting, telephone call, Skype call, and the transition interactive training. To sum up, the meeting which all attends participate by sharing ideas and comments will be generalized into a part of transactional model. So what is the difference between the other models and the transactional model? Let's compare with the linear model. It is one-way communication model, and there is no feedback, which means the recipients can only receive messages. In contrast, the transactional model is a two-way communication model, which means that the speaker will get the feedback of the recipients. The feedbacks are not only talking about the comments, but also including the body language. Therefore, speakers who have used this model can regulate their speech in time by observing the emotion of the recipients. Okay, finally, to summarize, in the linear model, the sender sends the message through some channel, such as email, a video, or an old-school printed memo. There is no way to edit when the message was sent. Because the transactional model is a two-way communication model, in this model, both parts are both sender and receiver. That means the sender is a receiver, and receiver also can be a sender. It's happened in a real lifetime, and generally, they can be the way they can use for transactional model can be Google Hangouts, Zoom, or MS Teams. However, the disadvantage of this model is that it's needed to face the invention of noise, such as because it can be destroyed some important points in the message, such as the actual noise like the sound from factories, or the emotional opinion such as political view. This is all the part of the part 2.
Part 3. Analyze. When we analyze Obama's speech in detail, we can find that there are 3 important points. Firstly, it is language. In life, we use different kinds of language to communicate with different people. For example, when communicate with elders, we will use honorific language. If we talk with peers, we use language according to the distance of the relationship. In a speech, language is particularly important. It can influence and guide the audience, and then they may support your point of view. Secondly, it is facial expression. I once had a very failed speech experience. At that time, I hurried onto the stage without memorizing the draft. I was extremely embarrassed on the stage. I think my expression must be so sad and stupid. So, a vivid and natural expression can make communication comfortable. Finally, it is action. Obama used a lot of action during his speech. They were concentrated on his head and hands. Actions can reflect the speaker's determinations. In his speech, we can find he preferred to use nation, America, new, people, everyone, world. He incorporated his story into the entire American story and put his ideas, challenges, public hopes into an integrated whole. He often began his speech with "we." I think it easily resonates with audience. He preferred continuous parallel questions. As his tone strengthened, the atmosphere of the audience also increased. People will enjoy the excitement and love the speaker from their hearts. For example, he said, "There is no liberal America. There is no conservative America. There is only United States." Then, let's see his expression. When he made the speech, his eyes were firm, and he had vivid expression. He preferred to opening his mouth to show his teeth. At the same time, he made his chin up. This can make audience focus on himself and focus on his speech. Next is action. We can see many gestures during his speech, like that. He may want to express that he's new, he's energetic, he's different from other candidates. And another important thing is his head. When he spoke, he rotated his head. I think it can make him communicate with the whole audience, that the audience feel that they are being paid attention to and valued. Why he can be a president? I analyzed the data in his speech. I found that linear model communication seldom causes crazy. Audience just applause or cheer. However, the transactional model communication mostly causes cheer and crazy. Of course, people want to gain others' cheer and crazy, which is like they agree with your ideas. At this time, we can say your communication is effective.
Okay, in this part, Marcus and I will talk about the way by which the attribute or quality can be practiced or applied in real life or one's career. To enhance our attribute, we can ask for others' honest feedback. The reason is finding the mistake in our conversation from others, so we can communicate to people with empathy and have a comfortable conversation. The second reason is acquiring the skill of asking feedback, so we can continue an honest feedback loop. If we ask for feedback from others, we can enhance the effective communication. So what is the benefit? We can improve the attribute in the conversation, maintaining a relationship with colleagues and classmates. Also can build up good relationship with each other. How to ask for honest feedback? First,
We should play the long game to build up trust and comfort among our colleagues and classmates. Then we should listen up, which means pay attention about what other people say to build up a stronger trust. After that, we should give and receive. The reason is to make others trust you enough, and knowing you will do the same for them. Finally, we should acknowledge and respond to them to make sure they feel that we took their words to heart and improve what they advise us. When we first met other groupmates in ITC, we need to open our hearts to communicate with each other. When we feel trust and comfort among together, we can chat more smoothly and freely. Also, we can easily tell the mistake in our conversation. In this method, we should exchange ideas and opinion to getting feedback and can not just ask for it. We also need to respond appropriately. And next, Marcus will talk about the other way.
Next, I would like to talk about using I message or I statement in communication. Why we use I statement or I message for effective communication? Because it can precisely transmit our thoughts to others, so others can understand our ideas immediately, and it is very useful in collaboration. Also, it can express your emotions directly, so others can have a better concept of how you feel and how you think. Therefore, seamless communication attend. Actually, I statement or I message is based on theory. It is a style of communication that focuses on the feelings or beliefs of the speaker rather than thoughts and characteristics that speakers attributes to the listeners. So, how to use I message or I statement in our daily life? First, we should use I feel. Start with the first person in sentence in order to express your own feelings. For example, I feel unhappy. I feel confused. Second, use because to suggest the reason that's why you have this kind of feeling. For example, I feel unhappy because others do not listen to my opinions. Thirdly, use what I need is to suggest a solution that can change your emotions from negative to positive. For instance, I feel unhappy because others did not listen to my opinion. What I need is others to listen my opinions and accept my thinkings. So this can attend an effective communication. About the applications in a university, I'll say that when doing group projects in ICT, clashes will always happen between us. Therefore, disputes may occur. To solve the disagreements, we should use I sentence, I message to speak out what we feel and how can we overcome the problem. For instance, I felt confused due to different opinions in our group. What I want to see is to summarize all opinions and turn it into real-life action. I'll be happy if groupmates can coordinate with each other. In I statement, it enables speakers to be assertive without making accusations. It educates positive communication in order to create a good relationship. Therefore, effective communication could be attained.
Last but not least, it comes to the reflection part. After we finish this project about effective communication together, we gain more knowledge in this topic deeply, and it is integrated into 3 aspects. First, we understand that the importance of effective communication. As all of us communicate with others every day, we often ignore the importance of effective communication. Actually, effective communication is useful in every scenario in daily life, like workplace, school, or home. It is not only leader needs to have this characteristic, but also subordinates, daughters, and students, since communications is two ways. Effective communication is combining effective and communication. We have to know the best way to express our feelings or idea with different people, including verbal or nonverbal. Therefore, no matter who you are, effective communication is one of the important topics to learn in our life. Next, we figure out plenty of the benefits of effective communication. Here quote two examples. Increasing effectiveness on doing something and increasing persuasiveness. As a student, these two elements are essential, especially in doing group projects. If you're a coordinator, you have to distribute some works to your teammates. Effective communication attitudes and clear expression can pass the message better and increase the effectiveness in the whole project. All while you are sharing your idea and you hope your teammates agree your idea. Confidence and effective communication expression can increase your persuasiveness. There are still a lot of benefits not shown, and this topic is worth our attention and spending time on it. Then we experience the power of the speech from Obama. Obama is one of the famous and effective presidents of the United States. It is well known that Obama is good at public speech. However, most of us did not watch the video clips before. It is a chance for us to watch Obama's aggressive speech. After watching the video clips of Obama's speech, we can feel the power of it. In the speech, Obama combines verbal and body language in an excellent way and he wins citizens' claps and supports. It is easy to see whether a speech is successful or not via audience reactions. Obama's speech is a very strong learning materials for us to learn. And this is the end of our presentation. Thank you.